Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So as the title says, this video is about why you shouldn't buy premium tanks as a new player. So if you buy a premium tank as a player, like with 100 to 1000 battles, and approximately 60 to 70% of the players will have like 40 to 45% win ratio. So why you shouldn't buy them? First of all, Wargaming is a company, so you should understand this. They will try to sell you crates and tanks, normal tanks, like not in the crates but for gold or even real money, but you shouldn't buy them before reaching like 10,000 or maybe 5,000 battles. Let's say it like that. Why? Because most of those tanks will be new shiny tanks that are clearly overpowered, like WZ-120, Tank Destroyer, or Scorpion G, or even this one, T-22 Medium. So why you shouldn't buy them? This is the reason. Because you actually will probably do very good in them, or in most cases you will do very bad in them. So you will just piss off old players that are already giving up the game because wargaming is too polite to, let's say it like that. It's not polite, but it's, let's say, too polite to the new players. So I've heard from many players on the Discord servers of MedC and Skate Extreme that actually many new players get the offers for, like, I don't know, T34 or T26 E4, or even like I6, the ISU 122S, or the most overpowered tank on lower tiers, the SU-76I. So why is this the problem? Because new players will buy it. It's like 90% off offer. So this is why you shouldn't buy it. You will just piss off some old players. Sorry. And maybe you will improve your stats, but you will not learn how to play on normal tanks like Mouse or E100 or even IS-7. So why is this important? Because if you buy like WZ-120, you will actually, just bounce everything, and you will actually think that every tank in the game will bounce everything, but it will not. Let me show you on this example. Look at this tank. The Japanese line, the Chiri. So the Chiri is one of the many underpowered tanks. So what does that mean? So it will actually underperform the other tier 7 tanks. So why does this matter? Because if you go to Japanese line and take this tank as a new player, you'll be way more careful, in tanks like WZ or Scorpion G or any overpowered tank that is actually premium or collectible. So you will actually learn to play much more efficiently, because in this game the skill matters. It doesn't matter how many tanks you have in the garage or how many of them are premium tanks. So you don't want to piss off the old players, because if all players go, all that will actually stay in this game will be new players that will just buy and buy and buy some new shiny premium tanks that actually you will not have the skill that is necessary to become like 60 or 70% player, because most of the player base nowadays it's like 40 or even 30% players with 60k battles. So what do these players do? They actually buy like tanks like WZ or T22 medium, and they play them for 70 to 100 battles, and they actually perform very well in them. Because of that, they piss off players like me, like old players. I'm actually here for about 5 years or so, even more. So I actually don't appreciate wargaming for doing so, because it actually I understand them. They're a company. They have to sell products, but it would be okay if they actually did some border, like for 5k battles, only for 5k battles and 50% or more a win ratio, you can actually buy good tanks that will improve your stats in battles. Why? Because too many players who have 100 battles have WZs or T34 tanks that actually perform very well in battles, and they don't have the necessary skill. They only have the gold ammo, the gold tanks, and everything like that. Nobody plays IS-6 anymore. Nobody plays Tankenstein anymore. Nobody plays, I don't know, Cromwell B or Dicker Max anymore, which are actually good tanks to begin with if you are a new player, like if you are actually willing to give your money to wargaming. And the first premium tank that I actually bought with the real money was Panzer 5.4. I gave about I don't know, $20 for it. But now I know why did I buy it. Because back in the day there wasn't so many gold players that will just, or seal clubbers. I hate them the most. Now I play mostly on tier 10 and tier 9. But the seal clubbers, I hate them the most. Why? Because they know the skill, how to play against noobs or players like that, and they just don't want to play against skilled players that actually will almost every time defeat them. So there's a problem. Because of that, we have more and more players that don't have skills on the higher tier tanks. So why is this a problem? Because once a seal clubber actually gets an opportunity to climb a higher tier, because of the update, the recent update, I watch you Sheridan, because of this update, with Sheridans and tanks like that are clearly overpowered, seal clubbers get higher tier tanks, and they actually underperform. So why is this a problem? Because they ruin everybody's day. So if you actually don't want to play tier 9 or tier 10 battle, just please give up. Give up. Or just stay in that 5 to 6 tier battles. Because you won't perform well in things like mouse or E100 that actually require some skill to be played. I know I'm not the best player out there. I have actually 50% on both of them. You know, on FV 215B 183 aka Devstar, I have actually like 42% to 43%, because nowadays it just sucks. It just sucks very bad. So why is this important? Because on tier 10 you need to have necessary skill to win the battles, to help your team, to know why you need to rush sometimes. I just hate players that are not willing to give up their life in battle or their HP in battle, but are just camping. You know, they're like, ooh, I will lose 200 hit points and die immediately. No, you won't. You just won't. You will lose 200 to 400 hit points and just live on. Use your hit points when necessary, you know. Just use them. For fuck's sake, you're E100 or mouse. You're a freaking heavy tank with the most HP pool and the highest armor on the tier 10. You know, don't camp. Just don't camp in these tanks, because your team will lose. I also hate when people just don't know when to rush. You know, critical moment in the battle is when you killed 2 or 3 tanks in the battle. You know, your team killed 3 tanks, and then heavy tanks just get scared because there is one Jägeru or there is one Death Star that can actually ruin them. But you know, if they ruin them, they have like 20 seconds of reload and will just die immediately. But no, heavy tanks doesn't actually understand that. They will just camp there, wait for them to appear, and then our lights will die, and then we lose the battle. That's just wrong. Don't do that, guys. Don't be that guy, because you will lose. Heavy tanks are meant to be killed, are meant to lose hit points. Not early in the battle, but like when 3 or 4 minutes have passed, just push. Enemy team will be crushed. I've been in so many battles when I was the heavy tank and everyone focused me, you know, and they just were all scared, you know. If he ended like that, how will we end? You know, just don't be that guy. So going back on the topic, why you shouldn't buy premium tanks. I already explained, you will not have the necessary skill. Just play the tanks that aren't so popular, so you even if you underperform, you will receive some necessary skill how to actually bounce. You will be actually able to bounce in like tanks like SP1C or RU251. You know, tanks that aren't so bouncy. You will be able to bounce in them because you will have necessary skill, and you will be actually able to penetrate enemy tanks without heat or APCR. So that is my advice for new players. Just don't buy overpowered tanks with overpowered penetration or damage or speed or armor. Just don't. Because those tanks have algorithms in them. They are meant to win. You will not lose in them. But that is bad. Believe it or not, that is bad. You should lose in every game. You know, it's a game. You win, you lose. It's not real life. So just I don't know, just play with some normal tanks. And another advice of mine is that you should actually research multiple lines, tech tree lines at the same time. Just don't, go to a tier 10 in 2 weeks. You won't be able to learn anything important. So I play this game for like 5 years and I'm still learning. I'm still learning from famous YouTubers' advices like Metzi or Skate Extreme or Fuji's Blitz. I just learn. I learn every day. I still can't tell that I bounce correctly, because when you're in a mouse, I don't know if it's because of its hit point pool or I don't know, because of Premo, but everyone actually penetrates me in the mouse. When you're a new player, you surely don't want to choose mouse as your first choice. Why? Because everyone will focus you, because of your big hit point pool, because you're the biggest targets, because you actually have the power to push, to actually screw up their battle, But no one notices that. Everyone just craps on the mouse. And I think that's not okay. Because mouse, in my opinion, is a very, very good heavy tank. You can actually bounce a lot more than E100 and VK because your side armor and front armor are just the best in the game, You won't be able to penetrate a mouse with heat from the sides because of its heat screens, and you won't be able to penetrate anywhere but this tiny little hole between the tracks on the front. It's just so overpowered by its armor, but everyone shoots just at its cheeks and here with Premo. So mouse in about 2 or 3 months will go extinct because no one plays it anymore. No, and I think that's not cool. That's not cool because you should play it in a tank like this. Don't play it as a new player. Play tanks like Sheridan or I don't know, the French tank tier 10, the AMX AP, not AP, AP is 9, tier 9. BC, play BC because you will actually learn how to flank efficiently, and don't play mouse or E100 because those tanks need skills to angle properly, and tanks like FV actually need some crew skills to be included in this, skills, I don't know, like a soft recall when you actually need your adrenaline and you need like a little bit lighter dispersion, and then you need precision fire, which you should train first in my opinion, because it just it's so fun when you see enemy light tank with that received 1625 damage, and you should actually train, I don't know, mentor, because it improves your ability to research some other crew skills, any crew skill, So just listen to my advice. Play some tanks that are not popular, not popular on tier 10 or any other tier, because you will actually lose in your first like 1000 battles, but you will actually be able to bounce a lot more, do a damage a lot more, and penetrate the weak spots a lot more when you take popular tanks. because you will learn much faster than I did, and then everybody before watching this video did, you know. So this is it for today's video. Bye guys, have a great time in battles, and like and subscribe this video. See you in the next video guys. Bye.